Hey guys, and welcome back to another Toy Soldier Reviews action figure video. Today we have the 2-pack, the Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, or basically the Spiderman and SpinnerRet 2-pack. So yeah, we'll get straight on into the packaging. For the packaging of this 2-pack, this was the time where Hasbro had the plastic-free packaging, but you do see renders of Spider-Man and SpinnerRet here. Marvel Legends at the top, Spider-Man and Marvel SpinnerRet. You got the pictures of them from comic books right there. You got the Amazing Spider-Man Renew Your Vows, Hasbro 4+ warning. On the top, you got 60 years of Amazing Spider-Man, or 60 amazing years of Spider-Man. On the bottom here, we got our new little Spider-Man looking angry sort of logo, but half the face, and you got all your legal stuff. On this side, you've got renders of the figure and Marvel Legends at the top. On this side, you've got sort of the same renders or same comic book pictures that are on the front, but instead you got it on this side, which does look pretty good. And on the back, you see the figures as well in different poses, their accessories, names, Marvel Legends series, and more sort of art in the back there, and your legal stuff. So yeah, we'll get on into these figures. Okay, for accessories here, Spider-Man and SpinnerRet come with about the same amount of accessories. Spider-Man in the packaging comes with a thwip hand and a fist hand, and then of course he has swap outs for both sides, and then of course he has the wall crawlers as well for both sides. So he's got one set of each punches, thwips, and crawl hands. And then that's the same with SpinnerRet here. She's got the left punch and the right thwip, then the left thwip and the right punch. And then she's got two open palmed hands for her. And of course, both figures come with the masked heads that look great already on Spider-Man felt, which we'll get into on the detail, of course. And both, which even better, come with unmasked head sculpts here. So for Mary Jane's first, the red hair does look really nice, and then the darker little red washes in the hair does look good. So I know there's like a 2-pack with like the Billionaire Spider-Man. I'll see if I can pop a photo right there. So if you wanted to replace this with that one, that's a perfect new head swap for like more well, not really photoreal, but better technological like face print. And then just for the face print itself, the lipstick does look nice. The blue eyes do look really, really good. The eyebrows and the rest of the face does look really, really good there. And then for Peter Parker here, got the nice little smirked face here. Brown hair, brown eyes. This head sculpt does look really good. So yeah, we'll get into the details of figures. Then I'll see some couple head swaps. Well, not for Mary Jane because I don't have any other female figures, but I want to test this head on some other figures. So yeah, we'll get into the detail. Starting off with SpinnerRet here, the masked head sculpt does look good. You got her red hair in a bun that does also have the darker red wash on the top, and then just sort of hair coming down from the side. And then the mask itself does look good. You got the black, the red, and the white, just like it's sort of like an eye mask piece. That does look good. The little smirk on the face does look really nice. You've got some sort of like darker, this is for the articulation of the head does look pretty good, even though the red sort of does stand out from this sort of lined work through the body, which does look really good. Like it's just overpowered from the white, but that's the costume. The white logo does look good. The rest of the webbing does look really nice. Down to the arms and the legs is just all white. And then for the shoes and like sort of boot cuffs here, which is a separate piece, you get the webbed sort of red boot cuffs there. And then on the foot, more white webbing, and then up through the body, the logo up front, and then the red logo on the back. But yeah, just the rest is just white plastic. So yeah, this figure does look pretty nice. So we'll go onto our buddy Peter. And for Spider-Man here, this is the Renew Your Vows body, which was the first, or I guess it took parts from the animated one, or the retro card one, but here on the symbiote body, which we'll look at later in comparisons with it. But the webbing does look really nice. Now I know I already had this figure like I showed the symbiote one, but just the red and blue looks really good. Now don't get me wrong, the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man is really good. It's just that red and black is not as good as the blue and red. Now I know there is a Amazing Fantasy red and blue one, which comes with the Amazing Friends 3-pack. So yeah, I would like to see comparisons between those two, just with the reds and blues. But yeah, the logo on the chest does look really nice and big too. Some smaller Spider-Man logos I like, but as long as it's really big on the back is what I appreciate. So this one, the legs continue in through the butterflies as long as, oh my, also the webbing does continue through there. Just the blue and red, and it is pinless, so the blue is completely on this side and the red webbing is completely on this side. And the webbing is just perfectly spaced out, and then head sculpt does look really good. But what I was thinking is that this House of M Spider-Man does look really, really similar in heads. And the reds are a little close. This one's a lot more brighter than this one, but not even that bright. Let me see if I can pop off the head and we'll see the difference here. Hopefully. Yeah, this one's not even gonna fit, but you can tell that is a lot smaller. And if we try and put this one onto this head sculpt, yeah, this one's just way too big. So yeah, we'll set that back off to the side. Put this one back on here. Down to the legs is really good. The articulation on this figure is gonna be great. I mean, we've already seen it before, but I never did a review on this VHS 2-pack Symbiote Spider-Man. So yeah, just the blue all the way down to back to the red. Does look really good. So yeah, we'll get on to articulation. So for Spidey's articulation here, he can look about that far up, but as you can see, the gapping there is pretty bad, just like on the Ben Reilly figure or the Scarlet Spider. But yeah, he can look all the way down, which is really good. A lot of tilt side to side, rotates all the way around. You can get him looking any sort of direction you want, which is really good. For the arms here, can get about that high, so not too far up. For the front butterfly, you can get about that far forward. And then for the back butterfly, which if you push, doesn't get a whole lot back, but that's about as far as you get. Bicep swivel, pinless double elbow can get you, let's push here, about that far. I feel like you can get more, you just need to, yeah, there you go, about that far. Wrist swivel here, forward, back, all the way around. And for the chest here, you do have a ball joint at the chest here, which can get you that far back, that far forward, side, side. And you also got the double diaphragm. So this front one can get this far forward, which is going to be about right there, plus the added on top, so you can get a little bit more forward. And then if you go all the way back without trying to move the top diaphragm, you're going to get that far back and then even more with that. So getting Spidey in those really good poses is going to be really nice due to this double diaphragm. And then there is no waist swivel. Not really needed, I think, because you can kind of just have them like that if you want them turned. And it looks a little bit more natural because some waist swivel figures, like, oh, where'd he go? The House of M Spider-Man, if you waist swivel like that, you clearly see that gap in between, which never really liked that. For the legs here, kick out that far forward, again, facing forward, about not too far back, but out is pretty good. So if you want to get them in like those outstretched posing, and I feel like, yeah, there's the drop down, so you got to see the drop down there. Thigh swivel, pinless double knee gets you about that far back. Rotation at the boots, ankle pivots down, up, and can rock. And of course, you get the toe joints with Spider-Man here, forward, up, and there's no side. Not really needed because I don't think people can curl their toes sideways. You can, comment below. I'm not saying I want to see that or anything, it's just, I don't know, maybe some people can. Now we'll move on to SpinnerRet. For SpinnerRet here, she can look about, not too far up, a little far down, side to side, swivels all the way around. Arm goes about pretty high up, no butterfly of course, rotates all the way around. Bicep swivel, double elbow here, can get, push, gotta always push from the back here to get this, because usually it's always tight in this backer joint, or this further joint that's in the back here. It's always so weird. Maybe I can try with the other one. Hopefully, there we go. All right, gets the arm all the way up, which is nice and good. Wrist rotates all the way around, side to side hinge there, which is good if you want to have your Spider-Man whipping up like that, or SpinnerRet here. For the back, you do have like the sort of like swivel up at the top, but you can't go about that far back, that far forward, side, side. Just now realizing there's a little bit of red appearing in the middle here. It's not too good, and also on the top. And then for the legs here, kicks that far out, that far forward, that far back. Thigh swivel, double knee gets you that far back. Then no boot cuff, but the ankle pivots down, up, and a bit of rocker. So yeah, go into some comparisons. For some other spider-like comparisons, here's SpinnerRet next to Mania and Spider-Gwen, or like Venomized Spider-Gwen here. And yeah, I feel like some people would like to see it, me as well, but like it's sort of articulated as this body, Spider-Man, but for the females. So like, if we get like a comic accurate sort of comic newer Spider-Gwen, or like Gwen Stacy Spider-Man, it's because like I don't want to get that Across the Spider-Verse version. Maybe we could get a female Spider-Man with articulated toes just like this. So if you wanted to pose her like that, you could, but that's just an idea. For some comparisons, here's the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man next to the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man and the House of M Spider-Man. So yeah, these are the two bodies we've used for Spider-Man in the past, but this one's pretty recent compared to this one. Like, these two came out really close, but for this one is pretty old. This is your Peter Spidey body. Oh, there goes Peter, but we'll scoot him on side real quick. And then just to show you guys, turns out this Peter Parker head does fit on this body. So if you want to have that, you could, but it does look a little big compared to the body. And then I wanted to try it on the Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man here. So let's just pop that head back on. There we go. And then something gives me a feeling it's going to be a little bigger than it should, just because how small this body is compared. Yeah, you can clearly tell from the head to the neck. That is a little odd. So pop that back off. And of course, I haven't showed you guys yet what the Renew Your Vows looks like with this head. So let's pop that fantasy body back on, or the head back on. And if we just pop that off, we can pop that on, which does look good. So yeah, we'll move on to some more comparisons. Here we have two Spider-Mans that came from this Renew Your Vows Spider-Man body, which is the VHS Symbiote 2-pack Spider-Man, or Symbiote Spider-Man, and the Scarlet Spider Ben Reilly figure. So yeah, these three sharing the same body right next to each other. It does look pretty good. One, because this symbiote is just Parker covered in the symbiote. Even though this is from the animated series, I don't have the plain black one, but still, I kind of do like the blue on it. What I'm wishing is, I know we got that one in the 5-pack, but a purple, like the symbiote that had the purple sort of like shine to it, does look good. And then these two do look good because of course they're clones, so having them facing off does look good. And yeah, one thing I want to talk about, but I'll get to that later in just a couple seconds. Here is this Renew Your Vows Spider-Man next to the SpinnerRet in the 2-pack, because I forgot to show that, and the Gamerverse PlayStation 5 Miles, which right now is holding a place due to until that comic one comes out in the actual comic book wave that has the comics with the figures. So yeah, can't wait to see that. Or I guess it's just Ultimate Miles Morales. Sorry, the camera's so shaky. But yeah, move on to more comparisons. And for some other figures that come with great molds recently, we have the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. Hopefully this would become the new base body Wolverine that has the double diaphragm. And then of course the War Journal Punisher 2-pack figure, which I'm hoping we get, of course, a white glove like boots one. And then I'm hoping, it's probably not going to happen, but Hasbro, this will be a new body instead of the Vulcan one, just because how great this actual body is. But like I'm thinking, is the Maximum series, is it going to be exactly like this, just with the wrist rotations, which I believe, because you can swap out the wrists, different head and neck. And if we do get other Maximum figures, like what? Are they going to change this to have toe joints? Maybe something a little bit more smoother? I don't know. So yeah, we'll get onto more villains this time. Here's Spidey next to the two symbiotes he crosses paths with the most, which is the Venom Walmart exclusive and the Target exclusive Carnage with the absolute Carnage head sculpt on top. And here's Spidey next to some of his villains with Comic Vulture on the right from the Demogoblin wave and the Kingpin card back figure. Alrighty, overall, I'm gonna rate this back a 9 out of 10. One, because this Spider-Man is the, well actually, we'll bump it up to the 10 out of 10. This pack absolutely smashes it. This is the first sign of the new Spider-Man body that paves a great picture for new molds for the Spider-Man reuse. I mean, the only accessory I'm missing is a, what do you call it? His spider sense, which I wish was yellow, but in that Maximum series, we're gonna get one anyways. Hoping that thing's less than 45. 45 max. If it's more than that, I'll skip until it goes a little cheaper. So yeah, like I said, 10 out of 10. Both figures are really good. SpinnerRet's first time in the line, I believe. And then of course this Spider-Man is just really good. This will be a new main front center Spider-Man for my display. The fantasy one did have that placeholder for a little bit, and the SpinnerRet might go right next to him. So yeah, this is just a little figure. This is just a video for in the meantime till I get that live ready, which will be coming at the end of March. There's some big changes happening anyways with my collection from now until March, which is why I wanted to wait that long, because I knew some of this was coming. But just for a little sneak peek here, hopefully you can see some figures there. Can't really see these ones, but you might try to look, maybe might see that first top one. Probably will guess what the rest of these figures are. But yeah, like I said, please like, subscribe, share. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Go ahead and watch some other ones on my channel. Like I said, this will just be a video for you guys to watch in the meantime. Comment below what figures you would like to see next. And yeah, we'll get some updates maybe later throughout till March, until that live stream. So yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, share. That's all I have for you guys today. Toy Soldier Reviews out.